Okay, so since you have learned Teental, there are many kinds of compositions that fit into those 16 beats or the Teental cycle. Some are extremely easy, some are extremely complicated, mathematically complicated, and very, very difficult. TABLA, the art of TABLA is very mathematical. So you should be able to learn how certain compositions will fit into 16, or fit into 32, 64. Just as long as they're multiples of 8s, that they'll fit in properly. So you should have that kind of understanding of math, because it's an endless, infinite universe. A real common composition to play in Teental is called a KAIDA, and there are, countless numbers of KAIDAs, and some are very old and very, very popular, and others are sometimes, you can just make them up on the spot. So one of them, it's pretty easy. It's with the bowls that we already know, and it has 4 beats per line. So, and there are 4 lines, so it's in 16. So it's just, I'll say it. So this is how, okay, I forgot to show you how, this is how you're supposed to count, this is how you count tabla. There's a way of counting on your fingers. So, if since there are 4 segments on each finger, and 4 times 4 is 16, so the way you can count Teental is da, din, din, da, da, din, din, da, da, tin, tin, na, na, din, din, da, sun. So I'm going to show you the KAIDA counting it like that. So the KAIDA is da, da, te, te, da, da, tin, na, 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 te, te, da, da, din, na. So 4 lines with 4 beats. So if you notice, there's 2 halves. The second half is called kali. Like when you divide the Teental into half, it's called kali in the midpoint. So the same thing, the second half, you take out the bass part. So the first line is da, da, te, te. And then second line, da, da, tin, na. The third line is when you take out the bass. You're just repeating the first line, but you're taking out the bass. That becomes kali. So da becomes na. Na, na, te, te, da, da, din, na. You bring the bass back on the 4th line. So first line, da, da, te, te. First line. Then da, da, tin, na. Second line. Third line is the kali. No bass here. So na, na, te, te, and then bring the bass back in on the 4th line. Da, da, din, na, and then you repeat it as much as you want. So the whole thing, da, da, te, te, da, da, tin, na, 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 te, te, da, da, din, na, da, da, te, te, da, da, tin, na, 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 te, te, first line, da, da, te, te. Second line, da, da, tin, da. Third line, kali, da, da, te, te. Fourth line, da, din, da. So. And then, once you get the lines down, then you can do variations. The basic format of KAIDA variations is repeating each line just as long as it equals out into 16 or multiples of 16. It has to come back to the sum. So if an easy way of doing that is repeating each line twice, then you obviously are still within the accepted 16-beat multiple, right? So if you repeat each line twice, you have da da te te da da te te da da tin da 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 tin da 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 te te da te te da da din da da din da. Right? So, and then you can do be the same number of beats. You take the first line, repeat it 3 times, and then the second line, just do it once, and then you do that for the third line 3 times, and then once. So 3 times, first line, da da te te da da te te da te te da da din da. Then the next obvious choice would be to, since we repeated each line twice, we repeated the first line once and the second line, we repeated the first line 3 times and the second line once, then the final option is to repeat, do the first line once and repeat the second line 3 times. So it sounds da da te te da da tin da 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 tin da da tin da da te te da da tin da da tin da da tin, like that. So all the variations I'll do from the beginning, and then do the variations first 2 repeating twice, and then 3 and 1, and then 1 and 3, and I'll count when I'm doing it. So da da te te da da tin da 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 te te da da din da 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 te te da. First variations 2 and 2. Da da te te da da te te da da din da din da. 1, 2. 1, 2. So next was 3 times and once. So first line 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then da da din da. 1, 2, 3. Then da da din da. Right, and the last variation. First line once, and then you repeat the second line 3 times. So da da te te 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Da da te te 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's a real basic KAIDA. But you can do a lot of variations with it, as long as it equals out into multiples of 16, like I was saying. So, like... like that. You make them up on the spot. It should be improvisational and spontaneous. So there are some variations that you will learn, but as you progress and practice, you're going to be able to come up with variations kind of off the top of your head spontaneously. And that's what the fun of it is, you know? So that's just the first KAIDA. Like I said, there are endless amounts of KAIDAs. So practice this one. It's mostly working on te-te, right? Da, da, te-te. So it's our first real exercise with te-te. Da, da, te-te, da, da. That's the KAIDA.